But now, my cousin Hamlet, and my son.
A little more than kin, and less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang over you?
Not so, my lord. I am too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted colour off, and let thine eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam, nay it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky seats of solemn black, nor windy, nor the fruitful river in thy eye, visage, with all forms, moods, shapes of grief, that can denote me truly. These indeed seem, for they are actions that a man might play. But I have that within, which pathos show, these but the trappings and the suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these morning duties to your father. But you must know, your father lost a father, that father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation. For some term to do obsequious sorrow, but to persevere in obstinate condolement, is a course of impious stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. It shows a will most incorrect to heaven, a heart unfortified, a man impatient, and understanding simple and unschooled. Let the world take note, you are the most immediate to our throne, with no less nobility of love than which that dearest father bears his son, do I impart towards you.
I shall in my best obey you.
Why, 'tis a loving fair reply.
Oh God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world, that it should come to this. But 2 months dead, so excellent a king, that was to his Hyperion to his satyr, too loving to my mother, that he might not beteem the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Why, she would hang on him, as if to increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on. And yet, within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. Within a month, ere yet to the salt of the most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her galled eyes, she married. Oh, must wicked speed, to post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It's not, nor it cannot come to good, but break my heart, for I must hold my tongue. O all you hosts of heaven, O earth, and shall I couple hell? Hold my heart. Yea, from the table of my memory I'll wipe away all trivial and records. Yes, by heaven, O most pernicious woman, O villain smiling, damned villain me. It is I, set it down, that one may smile and be a villain, at least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. Man delights not me, no nor woman neither, though by your smiling you seem to say so. Why, what an ass am I! This is most brave that I, the son of a dear father murdered, haunted to my revenge. By heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall cursing like a very drab, a scullion fire upon it fold. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take the arms against the sea of trouble by opposing end them, to die, to sleep.
His affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. There's something in his soul over which his melancholy sits on broad, and I do doubt the hatch then to disclose will be some danger, which for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down. He shall speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Haply the seas and countries different with the variable objects shall expel this something subtle manner in his heart, whereupon his brain still beating puts his from fashion of himself.
Forgive me my foul murder. That cannot be, since I am still possessed of these effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, my queen. May one be pardoned and retain the offense. In the corrupted currents of the world, offence's gilded hand may shape my justice. And of 'tis seen, the wicked prize itself buys out the law. But 'tis not so above. There is no shuffling. There the action lies in its true nature, and we ourselves compelled, even to the teeth and forehead of our faults, to give in evidence. What then? What rests Try what repentance can. What can it not? Yet what can and what it cannot repent? Oh, wretched state! Oh, bosom black as death! Oh, limited soul! That's struggling by the tree! Heart mine engaged! Help, angels! And make us right! Bows to the knees and I will strong! Still be as soft as sinners of the newborn babe! As all may be well!
Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice, and could have been distinguished, her election hath sealed thee for herself. For thou hast been as one, in suffering all, that suffers nothing. A man that fortune's buffets and rewards has taken with equal thanks, and blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commingled that they are not a pipe for fortune's finger to sound what stop she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart's core, aye, in my heart of heart, as I do thee. Something too much of this, I there, is a play tonight before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance, which I have told thee, thy father's death. I prithee, when thou seest that act afoot, even with thy very comment of thy soul, observe thy uncle.
No, by the rood, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. Would it were not so, you are my mother. Here is your husband, like a mildewed ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair maintain leave to feed, and batten on this moor? Ha! Have you eyes? You cannot call it love. For at your age the heyday in the blood is tame, it's humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would step from this to this? Oh, throw away the worser part of it, and live pure with the other half. Go not to my uncle's bed, refrain tonight, and that shall tend a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy, for use almost can change the stamp of nature, and either master the devil, or throw him out with wondrous potency.
What shall I do?
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the bloat king tempt you again to bed. Pinch Wanton on your cheek, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of reechy kisses, or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to rabble all his matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft.
What, Gertrude? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when both contend which is the mightier. In his lawless fit behind the arras, hearing something stir, whips out his rapier, cries, a rat, a rat. And in this brandish apprehension kills the unseen good old man.
Oh, heavy deed! His liberty is full of threats to all of us, to you yourself, to us, to everyone. It will be laid to us, whose providence should have kept short restraint and out of haunt this mad young man. But so much was our love, we would not understand what was most fit, but, like the owner of a foul disease, to keep it from divulging, let it feed even on the pith of life. Where is he gone?
His very madness, like some ore among a mineral of a metal base, show itself pure. He weeps for what he has done.
Oh, no.
It's time be but to sleep and feed? A beast, no more. Sure he that made us with such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability and godlike reason to fuss in us unused. Now, whether it be bestial oblivion or some craven scruple of thinking too precisely on the event, a thought which, quartered, hath but 1 part wisdom and ever 3 parts coward, I do not know yet why I live to say, this thing's to do, so that I have cause, and will, and strength, and means to do it. Examples gross as earth exhort me. Witness this army of such mass in charge, led by delicate and tender prince, whose spirit, with divine ambition puffed, make mouths at the invisible event, exposing what is mortal and unsure to all that fortune, death, and danger dare, even for an eggshell. Rightly to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw when honor's at the stake. How stand I then, that have a father killed, a mother stained, excitements of my reason and my blood, and let all sleep, while to my shame I see the imminent death of 20,000 men that for a fantasy trick of fame go to their graves like beds, fight for a plot whereon the numbers cannot try the cause, which is not tomb enough and continent to hide the slain? Oh, from this time forth my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.